Why did a Down syndrome kid's mom call me the devil? I'm sitting in the food court at the mall on a Saturday afternoon, trying to finish my history worksheet before my shift starts at 5. It's loud, smells like fried chicken and cinnamon pretzels, and I'm already regretting coming here, but it's the only place near my job with tables. I'm wearing my limited edition Nike sneakers I saved up for 4 months to buy. They're black and white with this subtle pattern on the sides, nothing flashy, but sneaker people recognize them instantly. They cost me $240 after tax, which is insane for shoes, I know. But I worked extra weekend shifts for these, and they're the first expensive thing I've ever bought for myself. I'm halfway through writing about the Industrial Revolution when this kid walks up and just stops in front of me. He's maybe 11 or 12, has obvious Down syndrome, and he's staring directly at my shoes like he just found buried treasure. Whoa, he says, crouching down a little. Those are so cool. I look up, caught off guard, but also kinda happy that someone noticed my shoes. Oh, thanks a lot, man. He smiles even bigger. Can I have them? I blink in confusion because how did the conversation lead to this? I'm kinda wearing them. I tap my foot slightly, like maybe he'll realize the obvious. But I really like them, he says, still smiling, like he's asking for a sticker or something. Now I'm already feeling awkward because he's just standing there looking at my feet like he's waiting for me to start untying them. Yeah, sorry dude, I can't give you my shoes. Right then, a woman walks over holding a shopping bag and a smoothie. She sets the smoothie down in front of this kid. Ethan, don't wander off like that. But mom, look at his shoes, Ethan says, pointing right at my feet. They're amazing. I asked if I could have them. I'm expecting her to laugh and tell him that's not how things work. Instead, she looks down at my shoes, then back at me. Oh wow, those are nice. She pauses, then says, would you mind? I actually think I misheard her. Sorry? My son really likes them. Would you consider giving them to him? I stare at her, waiting for the punchline or for her to reveal the cameras. Nothing. She's completely serious. Ma'am, I'm literally wearing them, I say slowly, and they were really expensive. She shrugs slightly. They're just shoes. He doesn't ask for things very often. Ethan is still smiling at me, swinging his legs under the chair, completely relaxed like this is a totally normal interaction. I'm sorry, I can't, I say, trying to keep it polite. Her expression tightens immediately. He has Down syndrome. Surely you can do one nice thing for him, she says, like that's supposed to make me strip down and hand over everything. I feel heat creeping up my neck because a couple people at nearby tables are starting to glance over. I already said no, I reply. I worked really hard for these. She sighs loudly, like I'm the one being unreasonable. It's disappointing to see young people so selfish. Ethan looks between us, still calm, sipping his smoothie. Come on, Ethan, she says, taking his hand. Some people don't understand kindness. As they're walking away, she turns back. You should think about what's really important. I just sit there staring at my worksheet, which now says Industrial Revolution, and then a bunch of lines I scribbled while trying to process what just happened. 2 days later, I'm back at the same mall before work, because apparently I make bad life choices. I'm standing near the pretzel place waiting for my order when I hear, that's him. I turn, and it's the same woman, this time with a guy I'm assuming is Ethan's dad. They're walking toward me like they already decided we're at war. You're the one who refused to give Ethan your shoes? The dad asks, calm but clearly annoyed. Yeah, I say. Your wife asked for them and I said no. You made him really upset, the mom says quickly. He talked about those shoes non-stop. Ethan is standing slightly behind them now, holding a small shopping bag, looking more interested in the pretzel machine than me or my shoes. I'm sorry he was upset, I say, but I'm not giving away my shoes. The dad steps closer. You need to learn empathy. Our son faces challenges every day, and I worked 4 months for these, I say, glancing down at my feet like I need to confirm they're still there. The mom suddenly pulls out her phone. How much were they? $240. I'll send you $300 right now if you take them off right now. I actually laugh because now it's just getting ridiculous. I'm not selling my shoes. You'll make $60, she insists. That's generous. They're not for sale. The dad's face tightens. You're really choosing shoes over making a disabled child happy? Yes, I say, because at this point there's no polite way to answer that. My pretzel number gets called. I step to grab it, but the mom moves slightly in front of me again. What's your name on Instagram or Facebook? She asks, already opening Instagram. Why? I ask, even though I know exactly why. Because people should know when someone is possessed by the devil. Ethan is now watching the pretzel being pulled out of the oven, completely unaware that his parents are trying to turn this into a public morality trial. I grab my pretzel, step around them, and just walk away. Behind me, the mom is still talking, saying something about how she's going to post about this and how people will understand. I keep walking, half expecting mall security to suddenly appear because apparently refusing to give away your shoes is now a crime. As I'm heading toward the exit, I glance back once and see Ethan tugging on his mom's sleeve, pointing at the pretzel stand, clearly way more interested in that than my sneakers. She doesn't even look down at him, still scrolling on her phone, probably drafting my public execution over footwear. I shake my head and keep walking, thinking about how the only person in that whole situation who wasn't acting weird was the kid who just liked my shoes.